All right, so we're going to talk tricep extensions really fast. For this, I'm going to use a band. I like bands a little bit more than a cable stack. You get some accommodating resistance with these, meaning that at the peak of contraction, where you have full extension, the tension is highest. Whereas with a cable stack, the only resistance that you're having is the weight itself and the influence from gravity on the weight, which never changes. Whereas here, the resistance is extended and the elastic stretches. Obviously, that's how a band works. So I like bands a little bit more for tricep extensions and for curl work. It seems to be a little bit more friendly on your joints. I want to talk through a couple little tweaks that you can make. First one being, you can obviously use bands for overhead work as well as anterior work in front of your body, but I want to talk about how to combine a tricep press down with a band and the movement that you would use for a JM press. And a JM press is you can use dumbbells or you can use a barbell, and it's almost a combination of a skull crusher overhead coupled with a close grip bench, where you're actually loading and descending almost to the neck, and you're getting a lot of elbow flexion. And then you're extending out with the tricep. So in order to accomplish that with a band or something similar, what I found to load the triceps a little bit better is as you're coming down in your extension, to lean forward just a little bit. And then as you get to the bottom, I don't like full extension, so I don't like to really lock out the elbows hard. But as you press down, then as you're coming back up, to allow the elbows to drift back behind the body just slightly and keep the band in close to your body. And what you're going to find with this phenomenon is that it's very similar to the kneecap in terms of the rectus femoris attaching at the kneecap, the tricep, which attaches at your olecranon processing your elbow. Meaning that if you think about the elbows coming behind the body, similar to the knees coming out over the toes, when do lifters find they have a lot of knee pain? Typically when they have a lot of that shear force upon the knee as it's coming forward. So if you have a very quad dominant individual that just squats here and they don't sit back at all, they might start to experience some superior patellar tendonitis just above the patella. What's happening is they're loading that quad tendon really aggressively out over the base of the kneecap, and so because of that, then they're getting a lot of stress specifically at that peak point on the knee. Well, this is the same sort of idea, but in a beneficial manner, specifically at the insertion of the tricep at the elbow. Now obviously the tricep crosses the elbow, but it also crosses the shoulder joint, just like your rectus femoris. Crosses the knee joint, also crosses the hip joint. Pretty cool. But in this case, what we want to do is we want to actually generate an increased stretch on the tricep by simply shifting our moment arm backwards. So, as you come down, full extension, and then as you come up, keep the band close to your body, and you'll feel your triceps load a whole lot more, and then just press straight down out of it. So, it's a small little tweak, but most guys get stuck out here. And sure, that's going to be great. Probably will get a good tricep pump. But this little tweak definitely loads the triceps a lot more. You're going to feel a larger stretch, especially in the eccentric portion of the movement. So, give it a shot. If you don't like it, that's fine, but it's just a little tweak that you can try out, and you may find that it makes your tricep extensions feel even better.